Hello, I wanted to try something new today, and I hope you'll enjoy what it is we're going to be doing from now on. A lot of times there are places I just can't be. I can't be 5 places at once, and I cherish my patrons and my customers, and I want you to see some of the pots as I might describe them if you'd see me at a show in person. I've got 4 beautiful pots here, and for the first time ever I'm going to describe them in my new home, my new studio, and let you enjoy them as I enjoy them. And this won't replace the standard photographs that exist on the website, but it'll give you a little better perspective because photographs can't show you a pot upside down, inside out, and I can't put it in my hands in a picture, generally speaking. So let me describe the 4 that are now on offer for sale, and maybe there's something that you'll want here. I think you will, because I like all 4 of these very, very much. The first piece here is number 588. I suspect that the video, because the lighting in here is very good, is picking up this beautiful, bright tomato red, fiery red actually. It's a volcanic pot. There's a glaze on here that stands proud of the surface. It's meant to look sort of like a volcano. It's sort of my Stromboli pot or my Vesuvius pot. There's a volcanic yellow glaze that underlays all of this, and a beautiful iridescent interior inside, and almost invisible or diaphanous coming down, little droplets like lava or like smoke or cinders coming off a volcanic cone looking down inside. It's got a lot of presence. This red is a very hard color to achieve, and it's iridescent overall. I'm moving it around a lot so that it can be seen how beautifully it varied and reflects the light. It's a nice shape too, and it fits very nicely in the hand. It's a very pleasant feeling piece. Now, next, here's another. This is a lovely variegated golden pot. It's very elegant, but there's a lot going on the surface. There's a special underglaze underneath all of this golden glaze that allows it to create this sort of flowing, complex surface. It's almost like the, I don't know, sands blowing across a desert. There's a beautiful copper interior, and if I do say so myself, it is a very nicely thrown pot. It balances beautifully, sits nicely in the hand. And you can see all the glistening and iridescence on it. It comes up from sort of a very dark iridescence and shoots up little flashes of purple light all over the surface. The shape is sort of vaguely, and I know this is going to sound a little pretentious, but then that's what I am all over. The shape is vaguely based on an ancient Egyptian vessel called an archivalos, which is something that Greek athletes used to keep oil in, and it had a sort of a characteristic shape like this. It's not an exact analog of that, but it's coming from that family. There's sort of an ancient ethos about it, and it's a pretty piece. Something anyone would be happy to have, I should think. Now here's another lovely handheld piece. I hope that the video is able to capture the color. Certainly the still photograph will. There's sort of a smoky iridescence atop a beautiful bright tangerine, sort of fuchsia orange coming through in marbleized sections, and droplets in crimson over top. The interior is a lovely sort of smoky iridescent blue. It's a nice elegant little pure classical cabinet shape, and you can see it fits nicely in my hand. It's not a real big piece. It's a very manageable piece, but it's got a lot of power for its size. And the droplets were sort of, I being a collector of antique glass and enthusiast of all things antique, this piece has some echoes, although it's not a copy of some pieces that I had seen from some of the Art Nouveau glassmakers like Gallet and Dumouchelle, who made pieces with these sort of organic droplets coming down. It can sort of be meant to represent rain, maybe snow, sleet coming on, something more intimate like blood. The pieces that I'd seen from Dome actually had something to do with the Christian Passion. It was sort of like a thorn bush, and there were sort of droplets coming down from it. There was no morbid intent here, but it was meant to indicate, almost to give the pot a sort of an internal life. This piece really does look very much like human skin, and that it pulsates. It has a presence with it. It even feels like human something. It's a very nice piece. Last but not least, this very fine green pot, which I think is the best of the 4 probably. And I get requests for nicely sized green pots all the time. We all love arts and crafts material. Everybody loves their Groovy, their Tico, and the 60 other potteries that were made around the turn of the century where green was dominant. And I don't mean green vessels a whole heck of a lot. This real bright, true, rich, minty green is actually kind of difficult to achieve in my genre. And this one has got everything that you could want. It's a perfect manageable size. It's actually a nice, good-sized pot. The green is resonant and lovely. There's sort of a diaphanous network, almost like it's the wings of a butterfly, gossamer wings. Looks like a luna moth. They're all flowing in various ways all over the pot, and yet it's touched with gold, touched with copper, other little passages of iridescence at every surface, at every side it's different. It's a harmonious piece, but you change this thing around a quarter turn and you've got a completely different pot. This will look lovely in any home. It's a pretty piece. And the copper interior came out especially nicely. It's a bright copper, but it still has some of the traces of the turquoise copper inside, and it gives it some real punch. It's nice in every dimension. As I said, this is the pot everybody's always telling me they're looking for. Well, take it while the opportunity strikes, because it will not hang around for long. Well, I'm going to conclude this now because, as usual, I talk a mile a minute, but anybody who's met me knows that's pretty much standard operating procedure with me. I do like to talk, and I like my pottery, and I like you. I hope that one of these pieces will find its way into your home. Otherwise, I hope that you just enjoyed taking a look at them and sharing this time with me. This is something that we're going to be doing on a regular basis from now on. I like the opportunity to be with you when I can't be with you, and please keep checking back at the website continuously, especially leading now into Christmas. Things are going to be coming up like you've never seen before. I've got a major show we're doing Americana at the Piers, exhibiting with Arnie Small and Barbara Gare Antiques, which I haven't done the Piers show in some time, and I'll be in Manhattan toward the end of January during Americana week. We'll be at Grove Park in February. But these pieces will all be long gone by that time, so if you've got some special gift in mind for the holidays, please take a look and give me a call directly. If you're looking for a special price, there's something you see, there's something you want that you don't see, you know where to find me, and you know I'm always available, and heaven knows I'm always willing to talk to you. So take care, enjoy, and please keep in touch. Thanks.